What happened in the streets of Iran this week?
Well, the failure of a joint CIA-Mossad operation that was kicked off on December 28th when Volodymyr Zelensky was meeting with Donald Trump. But this was 24 hours before Trump sat down with Bibi Netanyahu. The intelligence agencies, I believe, had concocted a crash of the Iranian currency, knowing that that would ignite protests against the government. And people say, oh, the CIA couldn't do that. Well, hell, George Soros did it to the UK a few years back. So if one guy like Soros can do it to an economy the size of the Brits, you bet your bottom dollar that the intelligence community, with the backing of the U.S. Treasury, can actually do it to Iran. They did. It ignited protests. But at the same time, the Western narrative was, oh, this was just organic. These are people rising up against the oppression of the mullahs. Nonsense. Because they had pre-positioned Starlink terminals, courtesy of Elon Musk. Those terminals didn't just fall from the sky like manna from heaven. No, these were purchased through the intelligence community, and they were distributed through intelligence networks to individuals inside Iran. You got a variety of groups. You got Kurds, you got the Mujahideen al-Khal, you got a bunch of Baluchis, you got others, Azeris. So they found individuals that are opposed to the government. They're able to funnel them these machines and provide weapons and ammunition and money. And then they coordinated the attacks. That continued until about late last Thursday, early Friday morning, Iran time, when they finally got on top of it with the assistance of Russia's electronic warfare. They tracked down, they disrupted the internet, they shut down the Starlink system. Once that system was shut down, the ability of these protesters to organize and to be able to coordinate was eliminated. And then the Iranian security services moved in and started taking them down. This was, I think, all planned to coincide. If that had not been disrupted last Friday, it would have culminated on Tuesday with a military strike by the United States, who believed that the government had been so discredited that that military strike would have brought about a collapse of the government. With the stories were being put out that the mullahs were going to flee to Moscow. That was all disrupted. Wow. That, I think, is why Trump called off the attack. They have no intention of ending any assault on Iran. It's going to take place. It'll probably be later in February or March.